Happy Liberation Day from Kigali, Rwanda. My name is Enora Gladys. Now let's kick off. President Paul Kagame has commended the bravery of the soldiers of what used to be the Rwanda Patriotic Army who launched the campaign to liberate the country, emphasizing that the goals they fought for are steadily being achieved. The head of state made these remarks in a message addressed to Rwandans as the country marked the 32nd anniversary of Rwanda's liberation.
Banyarwanda, namwe inshuti z'u Rwanda. Uyu munsi turizihiza isabukuru y'imyaka 32 u Rwanda rumaze rwibohoye. Ndagira ngo ntangire nshimira ingabo zari zarapiye ku butwari n'ubwitange bagize ku byahinduye amateka y'igihugu cyacu. Benshi muri bo ntabwo bagize amahirwe yo kubaho kugeza kuri uyu munsi. Ariko ibyo baharaniye biragaragara mu Rwanda tubona. U Rwanda rwamaze imyaka myinshi muri politike yo guheza, gutera ubwoba no kubiba amacakubiri. Intego y'urugamba rwo kwibohora yari ugusubiza Abanyarwanda ibyo bari barambuwe, kubaho mu cyubahiro kandi bafite agaciro. Icyakora ibyo bitekerezo bibi ntabwo byazimye burundu. Biracyariho mu buryo butandukanye kandi biracyagaragara hirya no hino mu karere kacu. Twabonye byinshi kandi twarababaye bihagije ku buryo tudashobora na rimwe gufata ibi bitekerezo nk'ikintu cyoroshye. Umutekano n'imiyoborere myiza ni umusingi w'ibyo twagezeho byose. Umutekano ujyanye no kubaho kwacu ntabwo tuwushakira gushimwa n'abahandi. Tudafite umutekano nta kindi cyashoboka. Niyo mpamvu dukomeje kuba maso kandi tugahagarara ku byo twemera. Ibyabaye hano muri iki gihugu cyacu ntibizongera ku mpamvu imwe yumvikana. Ntabwo tuzabyemera. Ubu dufite urubyiruko rumaze gukura rutigeze ruba mu mateka mabi igihugu cyacu cyanyuzemo. Nk'ababanjirije, urubyiruko rw'uyu munsi rugomba kumva neza ko nta wundi ufite inshingano ku Rwanda kurusha Abanyarwanda ubwabo. Hari abashobora kudushyigikira, hari n'abo tutemeranya ku bintu bimwe na bimwe, cyangwa se batumva neza icyo dushaka. Gusa icyo tuzi ni uko amaherezo bose bashobora kudutera umugongo igihe babishakiye. Twe nta yandi mahitamo dufite. Ni inshingano yacu kureba ko Umunyarwanda wese ashobora kubaho mu mahoro no gutera imbere mu gihugu cye. Niyo mpamvu kwibohora bitazigera birangira, ahubwo bizakomeza kujyana n'igihe. Kandi bigaragarire mu mbaraga dushyira mu kuzamura imibereho y'abaturage bacu uko imyaka ishira. Ahazaza dukwiriye hari imbere yacu. Nidukomeza kubaka ubumwe, tukanga amacakubiri ayo ari yo yose, kandi tugashyira imbaraga mu byo twubaka dufatanije, nta kizatunanira. Ibyo twagezeho mu myaka 32 ishize birivugira. Dukomeze inzira nziza ariyo twahisemo. Mbifurije mwese n'imiryango yanyu umunsi mwiza wo kwibohora.
Now moving on with more news ahead, President of the Senate, Dr. Kalinda François-Xavier, joined residents of Kamonyi district in celebrating the 32nd Liberation Day. The celebrations were preceded by the official inauguration of newly constructed classrooms built through a partnership involving the Rwanda Defense Force, the Rwanda National Police, and other institutions. We do have the details. The celebrations held in Rugarika sector included parades from students and various cultural groups. During the event, newly completed classrooms constructed over a period of 3 months through collaboration between the security organs and other stakeholders were officially inaugurated.
This school is located in Masakasa, Rugarika sector. It will greatly benefit this rapidly growing sector where the population has been increasing, leading to overcrowding in schools. However, these new classrooms will help reduce that congestion. We are delighted to celebrate Liberation Day by inaugurating these valuable projects completed through the joint efforts of the Rwanda Defense Force, the Rwanda National Police and the local community. These demonstrates that our liberation struggle continues through development, and that is something we are truly proud of. This school is one of the milestones in our continued journey of liberation. This progress has been underway for quite some time, and everyone can see the results. We are continuing the liberation journey by ensuring that schools are available, that every child has access to education, and that inclusive education becomes a reality.
In addition to constructing classrooms, a number of other development projects aimed at improving the livelihoods of residents were implemented across the district. President of the Senate, Dr. Kalinda François-Xavier, urged citizens to protect and maintain these achievements.
These projects are clear evidence that cooperation between security organs and the people is a fundamental pillar of our country's security. Such collaboration also plays a vital role in addressing challenges that affect the well-being of citizens as we continue our journey towards sustainable development. We all agree that security is not simply the absence of war. True security means ensuring that nothing disrupts the peace and stability of any Rwandan, regardless of the source or nature of the threat. Feeling secure means living in peace, having hope, enjoying opportunities, and being treated with the dignity one deserves in their own country. It is the responsibility of all of us, citizens, leaders, and security organs, must continue working together to safeguard and build upon the achievements we have made for the benefits of today's generation and those of tomorrow.
No kongera ibyo twagezeho ku nyungu z'abariho uyu munsi n'abazaza ejo hazaza.
Over the past 3 months, activities carried out under the partnership between the security organs and other institutions included community contributions valued at more than 12 million Rwandan francs through community work Umuganda. The initiative also created employment opportunities for nearly 2,000 people across the country. Prime Minister Dr. Justin Nsengiyumva has emphasized that the partnership between the Rwanda Defense Force, the Rwanda National Police and citizens in advancing national development reflects the new direction Rwanda has taken 32 years after its liberation. He made the remarks in Nyabihu district where he joined residents in celebrating Liberation Day. We do have the details. During the celebrations in Nyabihu district, Prime Minister Dr. Justin Nsengiyumva first toured 30 houses worth 450 million Rwandan francs, built through a joint initiative of the Rwanda National Police, the Rwanda Defense Force and other government institutions. The newly constructed houses, which were officially handed over to beneficiaries, each consists of 3 bedrooms and a living room, while the compound includes a kitchen, washing area and washroom. Some of the beneficiary families expressed gratitude to the government for its continued support in helping vulnerable citizens overcome poverty by providing them with decent housing.
Ndigushima Imana cyane yaduhaye umubyeyi wacu Paul Kagame n'ingabo ze na polisi. Yewe nari maze imyaka myinshi cyane
I sincerely thank God for giving us a great leader, President Paul Kagame, as well as our national army and police. I had spent many years without a place to live, but today I am extremely happy. Prime Minister Dr. Justin Nsengiyumva hailed the development initiatives undertaken jointly by the Rwanda National Police and the Rwanda Defense Force, saying they demonstrate that cooperation between security organs and citizens is a fundamental pillar upon which Rwanda's national security is built.
We believe that security is not limited to the absence of war. Rather, true security means ensuring that nothing can disrupt the peace and stability of any Rwandan citizen, their family or their property, regardless of where the threat may come from. The Prime Minister called on Rwandans to continue safeguarding the country's achievements while remembering the heroism of those who sacrificed their lives during the struggle to liberate Rwanda. We must continue to preserve and build upon the progress we have achieved for the benefit of today's generation and future generations. We should always remember that all these accomplishments were made possible by the courage and patriotism of the young men and women of the RPA who sacrificed everything, including for some, their own blood, to liberate our country. Development activities aimed at improving citizens' welfare carried out annually by the security organs are part of an ongoing national program. This year's campaign was held under the theme Partnership between Citizens, the Rwanda Defense Force and the Rwanda National Police in activities to mark the 32nd Liberation Anniversary. Over the past 3 years, the program has delivered a wide range of community development projects across the country. These include providing medical services to residents, expanding access to clean water, and supplying irrigation equipment to support agriculture.
Now moving on with more news ahead, but still on the liberation topic, political experts affirm Rwanda's achievements in the last 32 years are reaped from a vision-oriented liberation struggle. These were said as Rwanda marks 32 years since its liberation that put an end to the genocide against the Tutsi. Prince Manzi kicks off tonight.
Tito Rutaremara, a political expert, reiterates that Rwanda's liberation was only realizable because the RPF Inkotanyi defined what Rwandans needed and hence believed in success. You go on a battle believing in achieving your goal. It can be done today or by your successor any other time. That belief is there, otherwise you couldn't go. Why was it important to liberate Rwanda? The country was poor, the country was divided, with citizens uneducated, corrupted, and more. Over the 32-year journey of self-reliance and national development, all segments of society have been given due attention, with particular emphasis on empowering women by ensuring they have equal opportunities and the right to work and advance themselves, as highlighted by Veneranda Nyirahirwa, a political expert.
Even though the country was struggling in all sectors, including the well-being of citizens, specifically for women, depending on our history, it required teachings to have them believe in themselves and join in building the country. The Think Big leadership of President Kagame is also a pillar in having citizens regain confidence in their leadership and develop trust in the country's security institutions, as previously many people did not feel represented or connected to those institutions. A citizen would see a soldier or police and run. What RPA did was to make everyone understand their identity as Ndomunyarwanda, making everyone equal regardless of their profession. God reunited Rwandans through President Kagame. Although the nation-building journey is ongoing, political experts say that the achievements made over the past 32 years reflect significant progress in building a country characterized by security, good governance, and people-centered development. Now moving on with more news ahead, media practitioners from across Africa concluded a 3-day women's leadership media seminar in Kigali, where they explored the ways of strengthening the media's role in promoting gender equality and increasing the participation of women and young people in politics, leadership and decision-making. Organized by the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance International IDEA under the Women and Youth Democratic Engagement Program, the seminar culminated in the co-creation and validation of a draft media guide aimed at helping journalists challenge discriminatory social norms through gender-responsive reporting. We spoke with Mrs. Rumbidzai Kandawasvika, Principal Advisor at International IDEA, about the significance of the seminar and its expected impact. Let's take a look.
International IDEA, with the mandate to support democracy worldwide, we recognize the important role of the media as entities that should support democracy building. Therefore, this seminar, which is covering or which included media practitioners and journalists from sub-Saharan Africa countries and Asia, it's meant to address the way the media reports on issues, in particular the way women and men are portrayed in the media in relation to leadership, political participation and representation. The media is a very important role in terms of influencing public perceptions, views, and also narratives and messages. So the focus on the media is to promote gender-sensitive and gender-transformative reporting, if at all we are going to achieve gender equality, at least in terms of equal participation and representation of women and men in positions of power and decision-making at all levels. Therefore, it is imperative that the media, as a stakeholder, contributes to changing the rigid gender norms and social norms that influence what people or what the public or the electorate do when they go to the ballot box. So the draft media guide provides tools which, as you can clearly hear, we are calling it a guide. It provides tools that assist, that guide the media on how to report. For instance, across the world, there's a prevalent trend on reporting about how women are dressed, if they are married or not married, are they going through a divorce, or who are they in a relationship with. A lot of it tends to focus on women's appearance and also the assumption that they are not supposed to be engaged in public leadership. For instance, questions such as, you are going to spend time in politics or being in leadership, who is going to be taking care of your home whilst you are busy with politics? So the media guide addresses those aspects. It addresses the nature and type of questions that should not be asked to women, because men are not asked who is taking care of the children or the families when they are busy with politics. And the reason why we're emphasizing this, it has to go to the core of addressing the unpaid care work burden that is placed upon women and the girl child. Because now, when women, most of their time, they are preoccupied with how the family, what they're going to eat, who is going to take care of what, who is going to clean. To what extent will they even have time to consider being in politics? And for those who are brave enough to be able to step out and stand for positions of power and decision-making, whether starting within inside political parties, they are always even asked questions, how do you balance, how do you juggle your life? But are men ever asked how they juggle? And the problem with those kind of questions from the media is an assumption. It is influenced by underlying notions and stereotypes and perceptions that if a woman is stepping out to be in the public sphere, to be in a position of power and decision making, to be in a position of leadership, they are not a good woman. They are abandoning their key or main responsibility, which is why a lot of women in politics or who are politically active, and it might be they are journalists, they are electoral officials, there's a lot of gender-based violence because the intent is to tell the individual woman, but women also as a group, that this space is not yours. You're not supposed to be in this space. And when we examine closely the nature of violence, it's not just physical.
And now that wraps up today's English News Bulletin for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of the whole entire team, thank you so much. My name is Gladys. Have a good night. To stay with Rwanda Television. Stay safe.